Hey everyone, welcome back, and if you are new here, hi, I'm happy you found me. Today we're making Pineapple Teriyaki Pork Meatballs. It takes some time to prepare, but worth every second. Alright, let's jump right in. We will start with the veggies first. Dice a quarter of a red bell pepper. Then, dice half of a yellow onion. Set aside about 2 tablespoons, which we'll dice even finer for the meatballs later. Here's a little tip for you. Rub the blade of your knife with an onion before cutting your garlic. It helps keep the garlic from sticking to the blade. Now mince 2 cloves of garlic. And mince 1 teaspoon of ginger. The easiest way to peel ginger is with a spoon. It just scrapes right off. Once you've peeled it, mince it into small pieces. If you're using fresh pineapple, dice a small portion into fine pieces. We'll use some for the meatballs and some for the sauce. If you're using canned pineapple, measure about a quarter cup and save the juice. We'll need that for the sauce later. Okay, let's move on to the sauce. In a bowl, add 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/3 cup of water, half cup of reduced sodium soy sauce, 1/4 cup pineapple juice or some of that juicy, fresh pineapple, 2 cloves of garlic minced. If you're still watching, thank you so much. You've got to tell me how your recipe's coming along down in the comments, and while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe. And half a teaspoon of ginger, minced. I think this is my first time using ginger. I really enjoyed the flavor it gave this dish. Once that's all mixed together, set the sauce aside for now. Now for the meatballs. Start with 1 pound of ground pork, but really, you can use any ground meat you like. Let's now add in our 2 cloves of minced garlic and our half teaspoon of ginger. The 2 tablespoons of onion we cut into smaller pieces. Next, add 3 tablespoons of milk and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Season with salt and pepper, but if you're using regular soy sauce instead of low sodium, skip the salt, it'll be too salty otherwise. Then add in your diced pineapple. For the binder, you can use either flour or breadcrumbs. I used about 2 tablespoons of flour total, but add it a little at a time until the mixture starts to hold its shape. If you prefer breadcrumbs, use about a quarter cup. Mix this really well. You want that perfect consistency, so make sure the texture is firm enough to shape but not dry. Now start molding your meatballs. Aim for about golf ball size so they cook evenly without burning. Okay, into cooking the meatballs. Heat enough oil to cover most of the pan, then place your meatballs in without crowding them. Let them brown on each side, flipping every couple of minutes. They should cook for about 7 minutes total. Do this in batches until they're all cooked through. If you prefer to bake them, preheat your oven to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Place the meatballs on a baking sheet and bake for about 15 minutes. Just keep an eye on them since all ovens are a bit different. You might need to flip them halfway through. Once the meatballs are done, set them aside and use the same pan to cook your veggies. Add in your diced onion and bell pepper with a little salt and pepper. Again, skip the salt if your soy sauce isn't low sodium. Sauté for about 4 minutes, stirring often. Now pour in your sauce. Give it a good mix as you pour so all that brown sugar gets dissolved. Then add your meatballs back in and let them soak up that flavor. I love cooking, and I hope this is just as enjoyable and easy for you as well. If you've seen a recipe that you'd like me to cook and make easier, please let me know in the comments. I love finding new recipes and making them my own. To thicken the sauce, we will add 1 tablespoon of flour and 1 tablespoon of water. And that's it. Serve these over rice for a delicious, easy dinner that everyone will love. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, share it with a friend who loves easy, tasty recipes too. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.